My face when the elf pussy won't quit. My friends, welcome to, of course, Crusader Kings 3 Elven Destiny here with your good friend Þarþuþaþhi, who seems to be having a pretty bad day. So, I talked about this at the end of last episode, bit of a PSA to open up today with. I'm going to start more lightly editing the Crusader Kings episodes, because editing them the way I am with keyframing, zooming and everything else, it takes, if it's 40 minutes to record an episode, it's going to be about 40 minutes plus to edit the bloody thing, so I have to watch it back entirely. Then I've got half an hour render, half an hour upload. I'm looking at like 3 hours per Crusader Kings episode, which is why they're only happening every other day. So I'm going to go a bit lighter on the editing. I'll still cut out the kind of the lulls, the bits where there's nothing happening. But hopefully that means I can get them every day to you from now on. I think the guy deserves it. And more importantly, of course, we have quite an ambitious playthrough on our hands. I floated the idea yesterday of us playing a character for 70 or so years, and then, of course, going on that Varangian adventure. Everybody seems to be fine with that. Everybody said, 70 years works well. I actually liked a comment I saw from somebody who said, say you have 70 years. At that point, give yourself a year to get the realm in order and prepare your next character out for the adventure, so you're not, like, caught off guard. Say we get, like, a war or something like that midway through. Gives us time to get our affairs in order. I think that's a great way to go about it. And then a genius suggestion from East Pointed, the developer of Elf Destiny, who said, don't forget to send the Sigil of the Realm Lord and the portal components to your next character. Either we gift them to our next character or do whatever is necessary so that we can actually do the quest, right, to rebuild the portal and restore a connection to the spark and all of the kind of overarching elven quest. We could do that. I kind of floated the idea of, and I think this might be a little bit difficult because you know how artifact inheritance is in CK3. We could attempt to take them back. Say we get like a legendary character, like a really good guy, super high elven ascension, really good traits, level 5 education, whatever. Maybe that character could try and reunify the parts of the portal. We don't give it to another character. We try and take it back. That would be fun. But I do worry about the Crusader Kings inheritance mechanics. In our last playthrough with the Golden Goose Dynasty in Game of Thrones, we basically lost the family sword permanently because it got destroyed on succession. I don't know if that can happen with these artifacts, whether or not they'll be repopulated out there in the world, whether there is a fallback. I don't want to risk it, though. I think it would screw us over something that could be really cool, like the whole point of the campaign, right? We've got a lot to do, and hopefully this new episode structure lets us actually do it. First things first, then. How much time left have we got with Þarþuþaþhi? I should probably establish that before we go too crazy. So I think we started playing with him at the age of 18. I'm going to double-check that, and I'm going to give us a precise final date where we have to wrap things up as this guy and pick a new elf in the dynasty to play as. Oh, well, I chose the 867 start date, so 937 will be our final date, right? Have I got the maths right on that? Anyway, will be the final date, I think, for Þarþuþaþhi. What that means is we've got 9 more years, unless my maths was terribly wrong and I've totally figured that out incorrectly. So 9 more years again, plus the extra, and I think that's a cool idea to get everything in line. Now, someone pointed out in the comments that we need to be a little bit careful here, and maybe we shouldn't focus on this too much. Maybe when we swap characters and whatever, it'd be more interesting to let them kind of live their life. Somebody said that if we control 100% of the kingdom, we don't have the title, it'll be created when we die, so the realm will be divided anyway, right? So, Threk, if he's still alive, he is only 58, does have some health benefits from, of course, Herculean. Threk will get, say, the Kingdom of Elfland, and then the next kid in line of succession, whoever that happens to be, Legless, will get the Kingdom of England, and that will divide up the realm. I think it makes things interesting, for sure, but I'm not sure how... I'm not sure whether I want to commit to that. Anyway, hello there. This guy is competent at his craft. I'll just have to trust you on that one, fella. Hopefully you can understand why I might have my reservations. Sure, why not? We've got that elven artifact tradition, right? And we've got plenty of gold, too, kicking around. Oh, hello there. My beneficiary, Bosun, brings me a small box and presents with a grin. I open the gift and I expect a jewel ring or carving. To my surprise, it's a miniature throne. A prototype for your new seat, my lord. I thought it would amuse you. Ah, thank you. Child opinion plus 10. We say, all very well, but get on with the project. Yeah, sure, why wouldn't we take that? That sounds fine. And remember yesterday, I was like, oh, we can't seem to change feudal contract when we became tribal ascendancy. I guess it was just for that particular county, because everyone else seems to act like normal here. So, yeah, I'll take a few more taxes. Ransoming everyone else. We're about to get a massive amount of cash. Do we want to act on that feud? Now, here's... This guy's trusting, so this could be a very dangerous feud for us to get involved in, especially if they start sending assassins, right? But as an ambitious guy, ending this feud should be his top priority, I think. How many are there in this dynasty? Oh, one living member. Well, that makes things quite easily, doesn't it? Okay, well, that's a little bit easier than I thought. Challenge rival to a fight? Absolutely. She has to accept. She doesn't have a choice there. We'll lose and if you die, that's okay. Exchange hostages now. We're good, thank you. We should have a big amount of cash about to come in. Let's attempt to kill, I suppose, this injured lady. This doesn't seem very honorable, but there's nothing honorable about him. He's ambitious and trusting. That doesn't mean that he wouldn't fight her. You are done for. I am victorious. Severely injured, we love to see. That might be enough just to take her out. Let's see how it goes here. Severely injured, and we just fought a one-legged injured woman. I don't think we deserved any prestige for that. With those 9 years left, I think, really, we should just keep playing him as we've been playing him. I feel like a sudden life pivot, you could call it a midlife crisis or something like that, I suppose, and justify it that way. A sudden life, when did he become drunkard? Oh, I think I remember. I think that was back in more Viking days when I said, yeah, he seems like the type of guy that would enjoy a bit of a drink, given that he was kind of a big Norse warrior, but he is truly elf at this point. Maybe not very becoming. I think we shouldn't just suddenly flip with a kind of self-imposed rule. I think we keep doing what we're doing, which is converting, doing cultural stuff, and focusing on elven culture. Maybe our next character, who is, you know, could be a grandson, could even be a great-great-grandson. We'll pick whoever I think is the most interesting for sure. Maybe they will do something totally different, something self-serving. Shit, we might not even keep the elf religion, depending on the situation. So with this guy, let's keep going. Let's just hit the ground running here. Let's let our troops reinforce for a little bit, I think. Ooh, hello. As our Order of the Divine Vanguard grow, we need more land. The Borough of Retford. Absolutely, yes. Can we... honestly, I'd be happy to give you that and not take the money for it, but that's fine. Lease is out for the Divine Vanguard. Yeah, no, by all means, take it. Maybe a little dangerous for future characters who maybe aren't so much into the spark, right? But we'll see how that goes. Another accolade. Absolutely. The ambitious martial man would for sure make some more accolades. Something that's more maybe directly useful, though, wouldn't hurt. Army damage? Damn. Whoa, levy maintenance. Oh, levy maintenance minus 20%. No, thank you. What does Thug do? Prison chance. Dread game per tyranny? Nah, that doesn't seem right. Monthly prestige per night. I'm looking at the final modifiers rather than the first modifier, which is definitely the wrong way to go around. Go about that. Let's go with that one. Then there you go. Boom. Champion of Perils. No, we can come up with something better. The other one had a cool name, like the it was called like the Fighter of the Devil or something like that. We're gonna call you the Spark Knight. There you are. Beautiful. And then you have to save the name. You see, I've learned so much from this. Perfect. What was that other one called again? The Vanquisher of Demons. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Threat, you can keep that one. Enjoy that, my friend. And yeah, by this point, all of our truces are going to be off, and our troops should be just about ready to go. We've got a lot of Magites too. Look at this. I wonder how durable they are. What are they like? Oh my god. Okay, so like really good. Counter to pretty much everything. Not very good pursuit. Pretty good screen. 200 damage. I'm surprised they're not like siege weapons with power like that, huh? Right, maybe let's give ourselves a bit of breathing room here. Let's go all in and try and tidy this up fast. So Conquered Duchy, you still got like 4 duchies. Oh, shit. I think obviously that one's the best one to go for. Let's go for Herefordshire first. You've also got 2 duchies, but that's really annoying. That's not where Herefordshire is. Okay, sure. You know what? We'll take that one first, and then we'll march up and we'll go for that Duchy of Lancashire. I guess we'll send half over to your capital too then. That's fine. We'll manage. There you go. Enjoy. Ooh. Inspiration. Powerful boars in the plains. This is the lady we sent on the adventure, of course. She's actually almost done. She can successfully avoid the boars. Gains 2 progress to her inspiration. Great work. And she brought us back from her long journey. The hide of the boar of Tours. That is incredible. What a great rhyme. Prestige. Good renown from that, too, actually. Court grandeur bonus +3. Court for vassal opinion. That's fine. Not amazing, but I suppose it's better than nothing that we currently have. I guess we'll put Þarþuþaþhi on the leader of the more aggressive army. We go right for their capital there. Not that it really matters. God damn, really? We can't actually actively siege that one very well. Oh, we'll be fine. We should get some siege weapons, definitely. Ooh! The twists and turns of fate have not always been to my advantage. The divine spark knows I was cursed the day I met High Chiefess Eileen. However, today the curse has been lifted. She died of her injuries? Surely. Slain in battle. You know what? Full credit to her that she was out there one-legged, severely injured, still fighting. Never cross House Fauca-Hyanda. And that's it. That's a whole house done, right? That's incredible. At last, I can enjoy a cup of mead, safe in the knowledge that the accursed Dalbern house has been wiped from the world, settling once and for all the vendetta. And that's true. They did start that, provoked with Eileen's killing of Elrond. Though they inflicted a great toll on our family in the ensuing years, there's no greater satisfaction or relief than knowing the banner will never fly again. That, modifier is based on a feud score. I was going to say, there's probably no score that we deserve there. We maimed a single lady. We gained weak family. Oh, shit. Well, that's not fair. That's not really fair. We won the feud. It's just we didn't get an opportunity to score many points because there was only one person. That's a bit of an oversight. Paradox. Hello there. What have you got for me? Oh, keep going for Cosmopolitan, right? Why don't we have a look at some of these? Reduce time for convert faith and county. Honestly, that's going to be really hard to go for. Reduce time for convert... Oh, okay, for promote cultural acceptance. Yep, let's go with that one then. So, Covenant of the Faith. Faster faith conversion. Faster cultural conversion. Honestly, I think the goal for this guy is... trying to flip most of the UK, right? Or at least most of England at the very, very minimum. It's going to be hard to get Wales, Scotland thrown in as well. All right, fair enough. Dynasty Legacy. So, Convergent Blood. Chance of reinforcing congenital traits. Oh, the problem with this series is that, certainly not the problem, but the main drive, right, of the series is the Elven blood. Ascending through the tiers, getting the higher and higher stuff. I think we have to restore the portal to go even higher, right? Convergent blood is just so bloody good in this particular playthrough. I try and avoid blood when we're playing normally because it is arguably one of the best. It's certainly the most min-maxy, isn't it? But in this series where we are trying to quite literally go for convergent blood so that we can get those high tiers of high elves and stuff like that, I can't argue against it. Hello! A vassal often clamors to gain the attention of their liege. Celestia would be such a boon to have as an advocate for the guardian of the Alaran holy site, the Duchess of Cornwall. Jesus, that is insane how similar she looks to Þarþuþaþi. To say that that's his granddaughter, she's almost like a bloody clone. Look at her. Hideous. An investment in that? No, surely she wouldn't turn it down. You're trusting. She does turn it down. Oh, God. Your Excalibur gains a negative prestige modifier. Why? It was a real Excalibur. What are you talking about? Ooh, hello. My carpenter bosun updates me on his progress. Droning on about the limits of the sword and benches, my mind reels with bold ideas for my throne. My background gives me some unique insights. Really? What, Marshall? I guess because he's seen a bunch of, stuff out there, travel in the realm. He's raided in a lot of places that have lovely thrones, I presume. Your ideas work well. Again, maybe not the highest of competence in this guy. And kapow, you now control Northamptonshire. Thank you. What a shitty war that was. What county is that? Mercia. I've already given that to someone, right? Here you go, my friend. A gift for you. Let's try and keep these borders nice and tidy. You already have way too much power. That was the wrong choice. Oh my God. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, change the chapter in the Guardian of the Alaran holy site. How's that coming along then? More importantly, how far has it spread to? Spreading baronies 8. Whoa, that's not bad. And we needed 100, right, to increase it? Ooh. This is the type of thing that I'm excited to see how it goes. And hey, that's something that can definitely cross characters. We could start promoting this legend as his descendant and take it with us on a Varangian adventure and talk about the wonders of Þarþuþaþi, king of the elves. That's such a fun idea. Remind me of that, because I'm absolutely going to forget. You know I am. He's done it. Oh, shit. A throne of excellent craftsmanship. My lord, my beneficiary bosun gestures me over to an object. I have toiled many days and nights. My work is finally done. A regal throne of excellent craftsmanship. The frame is constructed from solid elm and the seat is cushioned with wool pillows. You beautiful boy. Thank you. Oh, hello. Galadriel's first words are glowing with health. Oh, unbelievable. Our House Fauca-Hyanda motto. She gurgled it without a stutter. How delightful. We actually gain stress for that because we're ambitious. You pressure her to keep talking. This might be one of those situations where I override it. Because that 25 renown is so good. Oh, I'll play the character. Nah, it's such a minor decision. It's such a minor... If it was a big impact, maybe it'd be a different situation. Right, give me that throne. That's already kind of a magnificent throne, though, huh? Although that one is quite nice. You're right. What benefits do you give? Sorry, I should have read that first. Prestige short range duration, minus 24%. That's actually kind of massive. Get that boar hide up there. Do you think people will get suspicious if I put a second Excalibur on display? And there's our... That is a beautiful cabinet. What did we get for that? Piety, court grandeur bonus. Okay, it's not amazing. People not going to be... I mean, this guy is... Again, not the brightest spark. Quite literally has the slow trait. He's very good at... He's a genius martial character. But he is effectively a Norse upstart who got blessed with a different culture, who's had to digest that over the course of 50 years. And even then... Maybe doesn't understand why he shouldn't be doing that. Sorry, what do you want? Sane Sono. Hello. Oh, our religion? Okay. Oh, and you'll never believe what happened next. My guest, Sane, won't stop talking about himself and the things that happened to him. I try to excuse myself from the guest by telling him I have other matters and people to attend to, but he interrupts me. Dumbfounded, I manage to respond. I am the king. Blood drains from his face. He begins to stutter. My most sincerest apologies, my lord. I promise I'm not here to simply leech off your fortunes, I swear. It's just that your court's reputation is more talked about than your appearance, my lord. I think we trust him. We have to, because we're a trusting character. Spread the word that I'm an accommodating host. Give him a bunch of cash, and you got to bear in mind, this guy's also profligate, so I think this is more than the best decision to take, right? He's frequent spending. He wastes money on unnecessary purchases. That's perfect for this guy. Boom. Get the world out there. Let the world know that this guy is a very generous fella. Oh, God, hold court. All right. This is not going to end well. My steward, Gwillem, is visibly motivated by a grand proposal. Great King, there is much potential in the county of Baradum for a regional center of commerce and artisans. Absolutely it is. Start construction of a city. Oh my god, this is actually huge. Bearing in mind, we don't have the city building innovation. We're not going to get it for quite some time. Oh, that's cool that the 3D model actually gets. I never even thought about that. The peg leg, that's fun. Trade should be encouraged. Absolutely it should. She does a great job. 100% chance of her doing a great job, and she builds it for cheaper. Holy shit. And that's just in our capital, right? Baradum? I think so. The whole throne falls silent as my granddaughter, Duchess Celestia, enters. With 2 servants who are dragging a chained wolf. That's the Duchess of Cornwall that looks just like her. A mighty beast for a mighty ruler. We get a pet monster. My jester will learn to ride it. He is ambitious. 52% chance of her riding a wolf. You know I gotta do it. I have no choice. She does. My friend, that is how you get a court going. Beautiful. See, no other ruler would be brave enough or ambitious enough or stupid enough to try that, but he's the right combination of all three. A foreign guest approaches my throne and loudly proclaims, "It has been a while since I've arrived in your court. I have carefully observed how you rule and how you address around matters, both small and grandiose, and I've been nothing but deeply impressed. Among the Boreats... Oh, is this that Sane Sono? Ah, there is an old tale of a legendary ruler from a distinguished dynasty. It's a story my mother told me when she was young. She first heard it from her mother. But now I have the great pleasure of telling you, I think you are the legendary king of Borato legends." Oh! I gain a mighty endeavor for a Fauca-Hyanda legend seed. Oh, well, that's sick. Oh. Which do we pick, then? Elfland is the subject of Boreato tales. So that is a mighty endeavor legend seed. A great deed for the kingdom of Elfland legend seed. So one's a dynastic one, one's a realm one. I mean, okay, let's go with the top one then. Let's do it for the dynasty. Oh, well, that's fun. Let's have a look at that. Oh, look at that. We got up to 8 core grandeur. They just flipped over. Interesting. We're going to absolutely fly past 10 before long. Based on a 92. Very nice to see. Okay, well, let's have a quick peek at that. Obviously, again, no idea about most of the DLC. This is my first time properly playing it. So, if you put in the name how Fauca-Hyanda have done so much for their dynasty as King Þarþuþhaþhi of Elfland, renown. Oh. See, that gives a lot of piety. But the renown is so good. Oh my god, it gives 2 different renown modifiers. Whoa, we can't complete it for another 3 years. Starting that off actually might be enormous. Holy shit, I might have to go for that one, because again, I feel like the renown is so valuable. Now, obviously, it's going to be less valuable when we play as our next character, right? When we move away, because he's going to be the guy that's in charge of the dynasty. He's probably going to be dynasty head for a long, long time yet. Especially because he might end up upgrading himself even further. Presumably the AI, of course, can do that. Interesting. All right. Well, that could be good. Either way, it's good for the dynasty, right? It is a bonus that we wouldn't otherwise get. I'm not going to lie, the CK2 soundtrack slaps on a whole other level compared... Like, I can't think of any memorable CK3 soundtrack pieces. And the simple reason for that is there's constant interruptions when you go to warfare. The soundtrack changes when you, when an event pops up, it'll play that musical sting. But CK2 was just, I think it was a masterclass in sound design, I really do. Let's take the Jarldom of Lancaster. And you know, the way the messages popped up and it played that musical sting, it's so good. We need a mod that adds that back to CK3. It's just so bloody good. Right, squad. Let's get to work then, shall we? This should be, this might even bring about the fall of England, which I'd be very happy to see. Wouldn't everyone, am I right? Eldrion gained core trait, warlike courtier. Ah, fun. Yeah, that's cool. I forgot that that was a mechanic in this. Warlike courtier, damn. That could be that's something that could be backported to CK2 and be pretty good. Let me write that down. Oh, hello. Oh no, it seems I'm falling over again. My Jester Celestial exchange with the comical tone, slamming face first into my Fauca-Hyanda and cabinet. I am so clumsy. I hope I can stay upright this time, she says, slamming face first into my Fauca-Hyanda cabinet. Shit, my luck is rotten, she giggles, practically somersaulting onto the Fauca-Hyanda cabinet. After all of this, not a scratch on her body. Is that just lower the durability? It has, hasn't it? Falling over without getting hurt. Impressive. Why is she doing this? You were once a glorious elf magi, and now you are a scary-looking elf lady. Oh, dear. Oh, God. Just this frightening elven jester. I've reduced it quite low, but again, he probably doesn't understand the political implications of that. Yeah, I think he'd just laugh and clap. He's not a cruel man who'd make her repeatedly slam her head into a cabinet. That's a valuable cabinet. Julie Melwood continues to jot down more and more tales from the Guardian of the Alaran Holy Site until she pauses, a sly smile on her lips. Oh, how are you able to drink such a creature under the table? It's this one again. Give me a barrel, and I'll prove it. Discount to upgrading your legends increases greatly. What does it mean by that? That's just the, it doesn't make it, like, less baronies or anything, right? Surely not? No, 100 baronies, currently 8. Again, I think we will absolutely throw this one in and leave it in the long term. It's just gotta be the way we do it. What else have you got? Regular duties. Search for legend, extol legend. Yeah, that's all I want, really. Yeah, keep going with that. That's fine. Alara has abstained from drinking a whole keg of mead. Oh, good work. Well done, daughter. Oh, granddaughter. Whoever you are. It's hard to keep track these days. And war is over. Just so I turned around to go siege the capital. I didn't realize it was down in Essex. Give me that. Third Elfland conquest for the Jarldom of Lancaster. What? We hadn't done 3 of those before. How can you call you South England? You're 2 counties. Absolutely ridiculous. And what about over in Wales? Because, I mean, look, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? We're going to have the Kingdom of England, pretty much certainly, I think. We might as well get Wales as well. Will it divide up the realm quite massively? Yeah, it's unfortunate. But it's inevitable, I feel. So we might as well just go for it. Inspired person, you'll love to see it. She's considered a master. She wants to forge a goblet. Absolutely. We've got to play to our elven traditions too, right? And speaking of which, we've, of course, got the Ascended Tribal tradition. So let's see if we can build something else. Oh, no, Baradon wasn't our capital. It was bloody Scalaholt. Well, that's fine. Right. Where were you constructing that holding? You were building it in Baradon. Fair enough. Honestly, keep going with it. Grand Temple would be awesome. Elven culture needs crop rotation. Ugh, is it worth jumping over? Let's have a quick peek here. Crop rotation. 390 years unless I change this over. We've got public works going right now. Or, oh no, sorry, that's our fascination, right? Or our, what is it called? Exposure, that's right, thank you, that's the word I was looking for. If I flip over to crop rotation, that's 51 years. I think city planning is a bit more important in the long term, just in case we end up playing as a stewardship character, right? As more of a gold-based guy. Okay, well, let's drop a bit of cash elsewhere then. Grand Elven Hold, I feel like, is so important and so necessary. Unique thing that we only get with our particular government type, our particular culture, our particular religion, for our people. So let's build it, because we might never get this opportunity again. What do we need for this one? Just 509? To be honest, we might make that money back just going to this war. So let's do it. Let's do it. We're paying with the prestige upkeep, aren't we? So this is going to take all of Nemesis. Ooh. Because we've declared war on him before. Oh, God. Okay. That could be something we may want to... In fact, why don't we have a look at your rivals here for a second? He's only got 2, to be fair. Oh, Bercy. Fucking Bercy. I almost don't want to fight and potentially maim and kill Bercy. He's been such a character like an actual elf in the realm giving a bit of pushback. I find that's way more interesting than everybody being purely united under some incredible golden ruler. Oh, he's in my prison. Should we just lop his head clean off? No, we would never. The war is over, only for you. I take a moment to survey the littered forests of Pentlin, strewn with Elfland and Pentlilian dead before turning the shackled prisoners of war. Lord Anno Ward. Oh, dear. I'll be so glad when we're done going to war with Wales, so I don't have to butcher all these names anymore. Long have I dreamt of laying no my nemesis. I mean, it is his nemesis, and he is ambitious, so it actually makes more sense to take him out. The war is only is over, but only for you. Jesus, we lose so much stress doing that. I have to do it. So are we losing 25 plus 33 plus that other 25 at the bottom? That's bloody loads. Take him out, and then all we've got to do is siege this single county, and we're done. The wonderful tale of the Guardian of the Eller and Holy Site continues to spread. Lord and ladies alike are certain such tales set out for their undeniable right to rule. But if you wander into a local tavern, it might be right for those who say it's dedicated to the common small folk. Of course it's dedicated to the small folk. He's ambitious, of course. He wants everybody to talk about his legend. And now, for our... This was our goblet, correct? Dedicated to Dimly. She looks like a Dimly, to be fair. That's a very appropriate name. Which isn't true, because she was quick, but... You know, they've got a lot more going on behind the scenes, if you understand what I'm saying, in memory of Dimly. Absolute. Julia Melwood has had about 6 different things dedicated to her at this point. She's good. She's all right, thanks. Ooh. Oh, my God. Delusions of Grandeur. Be at least 6 levels above your... Okay. Oh, because we hit Core Grandeur level 9. Got an achievement for it. Oh, lovely. That's good. I don't normally play... Obviously, I always play with mods, so because of the new patches allowing you to... Well, I think it was the patch before this, wasn't it? Allows you to now play with mods and still get achievements. We're good. And this guy was apparently within the character designer limits, eh? So, yes, it will be spared, because elves are going to live there. I'll never burn that down. Never burn that down. That's very wrong. Oh! No, wait. These daughters are getting cut down left, right, and center. The conflict between Mercia and Huis interested me little until my council summary of the Battle of Tudewi appeared. We confirmed Duchess Airwind was killed, staunchly resisting the Huican pikemen. She was slain by Duke Valandor. That sounds like an elf. It's my grandson. Oh my God. Well, we can't be going out there fighting other family members, surely. My brave daughter. Take the stress. Just take the stress on the chin. Oh, that sucks. Oh, there is a deep and endless hole in my heart. Airwind was a constant companion and confident, and to have her ripped away feels like a mortal wound from which I will never recover. Be strong and move forward. Does that not give frozen grief on its ongoing heartache? Stress gained 20% bloody hell for 30 years. That would probably kill him prematurely, I think. Never forget this day. Honestly, let him have the breakdown. Worst case scenario, we just spend a little money, right? She died in battle, and look, he's elven. Maybe it's not, you know, as honorable to other elves to die in battle. You got to bear in mind at one point he was Norse, so maybe part of that still is deep down in his heart somewhere. So maybe he's not so tremendously devastated about that. Let's go talk to a confidant. Interesting, after all, and just have a chat about how the losses affect him. It's good to talk through these things, and more importantly, as payment, start forcibly converting more people in this round. Because he's such a nice guy. So we're actually in this really bizarre backwards situation where the cultures are converting way faster than the faiths. I guess because it's kind of already kind of mountain part in the UK. You had Norse, you had Anglo-Saxon, you had everything else. Obviously Welsh as well. I wonder if it was just kind of the ripe opportunity for us to get in there and start flipping it over, because bearing in mind, naturally it would have flipped over to English, right? So I guess maybe that's why, whether there is some sort of cultural issue going on this early on that lets it flip over faster. Either way, I'm fine with it. Obviously, we got, like, massive fervor from all the wars we've been doing, so that's not it. Oh, and the event, of course, that flips over culture and then flips over religion, because obviously they convert faster to religion if they're the same culture. So that's probably a big part of it, too. Let's go and tidy up the last of Wales, because Herefordshire is, I presume, England. It might be different. Yeah, I was going to say, that'd be very bizarre. And this is it. So that guarantees that the Kingdom of Wales is going to be formed when this guy dies. Not necessarily when we swap characters, because we're not just going to wait until he dies before we swap, of course. How long have we got? What did I say? 9:36? I will double check that. So potentially 5 more years before we've got to start wrapping up Þarþuþhaþi. And my god, I think he's achieved a massive amount. I'm happy to wrap him up whenever, to be honest. If I could bother you for a moment, my lord, starts Julian Melwood, it would be a huge boon to us if you could commit more detail to the Guardian of the Eller and Holy Site. Okay. Of course I'll go over it once more. You know, it's often misquoted. Perhaps it's best to let the story grow naturally. Gains tolerant and trusting. What is my man? Trusting. Definitely not tolerant, given the enormous pile of bodies and dolls he's built up. Inspiration realized. Hello, over here, my lord. My beneficiary, Millicent, waves me over with a wide grin. I've toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. A ceremonial goblet of master craftsmanship. What does it do? Oh, it's garbage. Thank you. That's lovely. Obviously, this guy's just happy that it's treasure, right? Why wouldn't he be? Let's put that on display right over here where everyone can see it. And that is a lovely court. I'm not going to lie. For a guy who was only just recently a tribal lord, I think that's pretty impressive. Speaking of impressive, oh, hello. The barony will be spared. Yes, absolutely it will. I don't know why you would go around burning this place down. I mean, I suppose if you were like a cruel character or something, you wanted to roleplay it, but this is your domain. How are we doing for legitimacy? That's a mechanic that I've really done nothing with. Still massively below our legitimacy expectation. Is there a way to raise that? I presume there's some sort of perk maybe in diplomacy, if I had to assume. Maybe having, like, feasts and stuff like that would do it. That would make a lot of sense. I should test that out. Oh, we have one new relic. It's another Excalibur. Could I? Should I? Would I? Yes. Yes, I would. Thank you for asking. Sorry, where were we? Let's show people off our... He's like, I don't understand. Surely if 1 Excalibur is a thing of legend, 3 Excaliburs makes me the most legendary king ever. He just doesn't get it. Oh, somebody said what you should do, because this guy's kind of had this massive character arc of learning and inspiration from the elves. You should found a university, and I think that's an awesome final goal for my guy, because nobody would expect it. You own a county capital with 40 development and without a special building slot. So sadly, you own a county capital. So Fauca-Hyanda doesn't count. Skalaholt doesn't count either because of the Grand Temple. I mean, we could move our capital to somewhere else in Elfland. Am I reading that right? Yeah, because it adds a special building slot to the county. So we'd have to move ourselves over to... the only one that we could do is Australand there. And then make that our capital and then go from there. But it needs 40 development, right? We are, suffice to say, a slight bit away from that. Sadly, I think that's probably something we're going to do with the future character. Let's have a feast. The fact that we haven't had a feast yet is criminal, given that this guy likes the drink. Legendary feast. Oh. Final toast is focused on your legend. Okay. Hold on. When could we cancel our previous legend? Because this one is fine. We're not going to make much progress with it. 30th of December, I think. Let's take a little breather. You know what? Let's not take a breather. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go out raiding. We can't go to war with anyone else in England. We could start work on Scotland, but that's, you know, that's all right for now. Let's go out raiding. Raise the funds to pay for our feast. Wait till December. Clear that other legend off. Just get it completed. And then after that, start the new one and have a toast to our new legend. I think that's the right way to go about it. Let me also check this situation log too. This is out of hand. Oh, God. Okay. Duchy of Powers. No, that's actually a great call. Thank you. Station Man at Arms, because I've got 6 out of 4. Yeah, but when we give away powers, that won't be the case. L wrong. Oh, my God. He looks like Joffrey. Oh, my God. He does look like Joffrey. Holy shit. That's terrifying. He is very L wrong. He is a high elf, though. High elf, intelligent, Herculean, comely. Shit, I mean, he might be L wrong, but if that's L wrong, I'm not sure I want to be L right. We're sailing back without a... Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it every time I have some big grand ending to my ideas, you people turn up? We'll banish these invaders as we've always done. Yes, let's make this friggin' fast today. Whoa. Oh my God, that is a hell of an army. Luckily, our army composition is like awesome, so it doesn't really matter that we're boat bombing into 9,000 troops, which is kind of bizarre to say. You are scary. You are scary. We have cursed this dynasty. This is going to take generations to fix their faces. Creme de la creme? What is that for? Oh, for getting 10 royal court grandeur. Oh, cool. That's fun. And there we are. Oh, I actually didn't have the achievement for that either. That's fun. I don't achievement hunt in Crusader Kings. You know, it's a role-playing game, ultimately, or at least I treat it that way. Right, so, first things first, we've got another martial perk. Sure, there you go. Absolute control, like I said, could be great because of that one Elven event. Elrond wants to marry Alara. This is very Al wrong, but that's okay. He is absolutely terrifying. It's not Joffrey. He looks like someone else. I can't for the life of me think who. Looks like another fantasy character. If anybody, if that jumps to mind for anyone else, please, by all means. You want to go to Western Europe? Yep, off you go then. Enjoy. Western Europe? Where the fuck are you going to go? Down the road? Madam, you know where we live, right? And now, finally, let's go ahead and wrap up that first legend. Beautiful. We get 100 legitimacy. Awesome. Get access to the commission legend artifact decision, and we might get access to a legendary shrine. Here is the end of the book, King Þarþuþhaþi of his miracles that were famous amongst all sisters. Ah, almighty the divine spark. May I pray for your blessings in this book, guardian of the Aluran holy shrine. Þarþuþhaþi devoted himself to the divine spark and acted entirely for his will. Every illuminated wandered the land with the name Þarþuþhaþi on their lips. Don't say it too often, though. Telling tales of countless holy happenings. Maybe that's why his legend isn't spreading too often, because people can't say his name. You ever thought about that before? And now, more importantly, a mighty endeavor for Fauca-Hyanda. Absolutely. Boom. Give me that. That is awesome. Very happy to see that. Was that one not? Ah, there we go. That's better. I was going to say, that's not right. Owner modifiers, so we're getting Renown 0.1 per month, 5% extra, another 0.01 there, +1 stewardship, and then the Barony development, which could be good again if we ever decide to go for that university, right? What have we got? Kilograms for Legendary Shrine. Oh, shit. Australand gets a special building slot for Legendary Shrine, but then we couldn't build a university. Let's be reasonable, though. We're not going to get a chance to do that with this guy, are we? And when we play as another character, we're not going to have control over this anyway, so maybe it's not relevant. And you know, we've got to leave something for our future characters. Our guy's done so bloody much. Commission the artifact. There you are. Guardian of the Aluran Holy Site. That is an awesome artifact. 0.08 per month on the Renown. I'm going kind of hard on the Renown, but I think you kind of have to, right? Finally, let's have that Legendary Feast. Can we even afford it, or did I just blow all our money on... Where is it? Legendary Feast. How much will that cost? Because that sounds like it'd be kind of expensive. Obviously, we'll have it in the capital, right? Greatly increased prestige gain. Oh, it's too much. In that case, then. In that case, let it breathe. We've already done like a huge amount today. Massive amount of conquest. Obviously, the legends and stuff like that. Let it breathe. And then tomorrow, we need to come up with two things then. A final list of stuff to do for Þarþuþhaþi. Then we also need to decide what character we're going to flip to. I am open to suggestions. Keep an eye out in the comments if there is a character you particularly like, and make sure it's upvoted so I'm more likely to see it, because I'll just be scrolling through the comments looking for, you know, what a lot of people think will be the most interesting. Again, we're not looking for the most powerful or the most highly ascended or anything like that, the one with the best traits. We're looking for the most interesting character. Is there a good way I can display them all, other than just opening the character finder? I guess we can have a quick look here. I'll sort them by high stats here, just so that we can have a look. I don't know if I really want to play as like a high-tier landed character like Galador. He's got 19 Martial. Threk with 25. Honestly, Threk would be kind of fun to play. You've got to bear in mind he's not an elf and he's 63. We'd play as him for about 5 years and then he'd die. Samwise has 15. Whoa, you're not bad. 15 Stewardship, 21 Martial. You have 25 Intrigue. Does still have Homely. That's Feasnor, of course, the Prince of Fashion. We've got Elrond there as well. And then finally, in terms of learning, we have Duke Elendar of Kent. A very, very good character. Sagacious, Spark, Gifted Elf. Bear in mind, that's from our cultural trait there. So he's, like, insanely good. I will, why don't we also sort by, like, prestige? Some of all skills. That's interesting. So here are our best characters that are already landed again. I want to kind of avoid that. This guy's interesting. I think Count Elendar, he's like good. He's a playable character, relatively young, small family, good traits, and he's a diplomat, which would be a nice change of pace. Ambitious and zealous gives us a cool way to play him as well. Outside of that, bear in mind, we don't have to go on the Varangian adventure. I think it's fine to say if we're playing just a count, that's an okay character that we shouldn't maybe Varangian adventure. If we're playing as a Duke, or maybe someone with high Martial, we should go on a Varangian adventure. Maybe if the people want it, we could go Varangian adventuring with Threk, and then say that we play as 70 years from between character switches. So we play as Threk, and then whoever his successor ends up being, we play them for the remainder of the time. And the easy way we can track it is we just go from the start date, add 70, add 70, add 70, right? And then we know when we've got to swap. Either way, let me know if there's anything interesting there, and I'm more than happy to jump into anyone and everyone. Even the worst, strangest, most awful looking characters can become interesting characters in their own right. The more characters we switch, the more, obviously, the wider the net we cast, the more interesting the world itself becomes. We can say, oh, look, there's a Fauca-Hyanda over there in Siberia. There's one down in India. They're all over the place. There's Þarþuþaþhi still alive. He was deposed, but he's hanging around in someone's court, you know? We can keep track of these interesting characters. I really should be pinning more characters, too. But I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping by the end of it, we have a fun little elven world of effectively our own making, right? Thank you, of course, for joining me here today. Hopefully, the kind of change in style here, which will hopefully give me a little bit more free time so I can get on top of my real-life stuff, like rebuilding my office and editing and new RimWorld DLC and everything. Hopefully, this will also give us more, importantly, consistently Crusader Kings 3 content. So, let me know how it is. You know, if it is terribly unwatchable and you do prefer to have one much more edited episode every other day, I can do that. You know, I'm totally flexible. I am your servant in these matters. Thank you to Mid-Game Slog, very good, Commander Krent, Biblically Accurate, Toothpick, Taco Cat, Silent Sentinel, Geeg, Jerry the Emperor, Emiria, Struggle, Jose A. Sola, Jai, Guru, Scrungus, Dan the Hashtag Man, Shinjian, Worker of Secrets, Spaceman Joe, the Aaron W0, Necrophilin, Scaps, The Stupid, The Sexy, and The Monstrous, 2.0, Isolated Entropy, Dranmere, Chuckles, and Yatian for their support over on Patreon. And a thank you to Koob, Emmy the Ewok, Merlin Kane, Ravenous Argo, Knight Lucia, Uninvited Haggis, Cindersind, Jarek, Raylangar, Blemished Halo, Blaticus, Andrew McKinnon, Mahasvara, Nagakure, and Ashen Soul. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and eat my dinner now. I've had a pizza sat next to me the entire episode, and it's probably stone cold, if not emphasizing my point about my total lack of time. I love you, Þarþuþaþhi. You're a beautiful, beautiful, sweet man. He's such a nice guy, and it's such a nice change of pace.